Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Cloverfield and you're watching another episode of Clover Reviews. Today we're reviewing All Stars Season 5, Episode 4. Kind of missed last week's episode for a few reasons. The first is that my poor baby dog passed away last week on the day I was going to film. And then I filmed and then I went to a rally marching against the hike of education fees in Australia. So like I had filmed it the day before, then I went to the rally and I was like trying to edit it together. And then like all the files of my computer got scrambled. And so to upload it, I'm gonna have to completely re-edit the review. She's been put on hold momentarily. I'll probably upload it the day after this one goes up, just so it's balanced out. But I can give you my short thoughts on the episode last week. Basically, the challenge sucked. Didn't like it very much. The runway was okay, not great. Shay didn't deserve to be in the bottom. Period. That's it. And Monet killed the lip sync and Mariah was sent home. So yeah, that's where we're leaving. That's where we're starting off this week, is Mariah has gone home and they're back in the workroom post lip sync. And Shay starts out the episode very relieved that she's still here, that she hasn't gone home, until she realizes that 2 people voted for her to leave. Mayhem is the first to admit that she voted for Shay, and in person she's trying to be really like nice about it, like, oh, I have all of these reasons, but in the confessional she's like, yeah, she's the biggest competition. I'm sending her packing. And the fact that everyone else didn't think that kind of backfired for my butt. Oops. Oops. Alexis Mateo is the second person, and she doesn't have a confessional moment, but she's also kind of in the same vein of Mayhem as like, Shay's biggest competition, let's send her home. Shay seems a bit shaken about all of this, but she also feels like she wants to play the game now, like she wants to get dirty with it, which is very exciting. In saying that, there is no proper way to play All Stars, and every decision made is totally valid, but now she's got that on the back of her mind to think about when she's voting other people off. Then what happens? Not a great deal else until Krakow announces the Maxi Challenge. And the Maxi Challenge this week is SheMZ, a rip-off of TMZ. I don't know what that stands for. I'm not American. And this challenge is just cursed. Not great. We'll see how it goes. TMZ is like very problematic for multiple reasons, and I don't think parodying it is a great idea. Anyway, the girls are split into teams, and the teams are India and Mayhem playing a celebrity shoplifter and an annoyed saleswoman respectively. Jujubee, Blair St. Clair and Ms. Krakow playing a drag mum, a stuck-up drag daughter, and a shady queen in a skit about college admissions fraud. And Alexis and Shay playing 2 queens who are fired from a reality TV show. The workroom filler content this week is pretty thin, which is okay. India has a shoplifting past apparently, which makes her perfect for the role, except for the part where she doesn't have a personality and hasn't had one the past 3 episodes. Mayhem thinks this challenge is really fun, and she knows she has to be funny, and she's very excited for the fact that she has the chance to prove herself, except for the fact that she went home on an improv challenge on season 10. Questionable. Yeah, Shay and Alexis are tenuous, considering Alexis voted Shay off last week. Ms. Krakow has a moment where she's like, so Blair, Alexis implied you wanted me gone. There's a bit of like back and forth with Jujubee going like in the middle of them, which is like hilarious. That's the best part of this whole drama. She's like, what the fuck is going on? And then she's like, oh, I'm so turned on by these 2 angry pieces of white bread. I'm like, okay, go off, girly. But yeah, it's kind of just like a bit of meh drama to fill in the episode. And then we get to the main challenge, which is a train wreck right from the very beginning. All of the queens have to play like a satirical butch news reporter dude with Carson Kressley as the mediator. I mean, it didn't work well for the All Stars 4 build interview. so I don't know why it would work well here. Carson Kressley. I don't know. Anyway, Shay and Alexis are first up. It was okay. It was a little bit funny, but like Alexis kind of steamrolled it in like a milk way where she kind of just kept taking lines and not letting Shay speak. And then the scene kind of just evolved into a bunch of screaming, and I just got lost by the end of it. Yeah, it was not great. Blair looks like a butch lesbian in the dude, like in the group where they're all dudes. Crazy. Anyway, their scene is pretty good, actually. Miss Cracker and Jujubee are really funny. They have like a secret lover moment. They have a weird accent, whatever that is, that Juju is putting on. There's the joke about Photoshop being essentially drag. There's the Lady Gaga. There could be 100 people in the room and quote, and that's just like, that sent it over the edge for me from Cracker. Miss Cracker has a bunch of, like, she just has jokes. She's just joke, all in a row. And they're all really good. They all land really well. But my question just was, where is Blair for this entire scene? Like, I don't know. I have no idea where she went. She kind of like had no presence and disappeared in the background behind Jujubee and Cracker. It was just like, oh no. India Mayhem is just, it's not great. The middle of that skit went nowhere. There was like, oh, there's two of them together. We're having a drama about the stuff getting stolen and then licking. Like, where did the licking come from? Like, I don't know. It was just, once it hit the middle of that scene, it was kind of just a train wreck, in my opinion. And then the Couture vases right at the end from India are reasonably funny, but like, it's too little too late to save the scene. We have a little mirror moment between the challenge and the runway of Blair and Mayhem talking about having DUIs and being arrested in drag. And then Mayhem tells everyone about how police officers forced her to strip naked in the holding cell and then took photos of her. It's just horrific. It was just horrible to hear about that treatment that she got by police officers. Like, I get that she's committed a crime, but you don't need to strip search her in a holding cell in front of people and then take photos of her. I don't get it. Horrible. Anyway, now that I'm sufficiently angry, it's my favourite part of the episode, which is the runway. And the runway today is Couture, which is why I'm doing like my little Kim Possible cosplay. That was completely unintentional. This is just the only piece of camo that I own. And I thought it would look cute. And then I was like, oh, I literally am just Kim Possible. Anyway, Couture. Category is Couture. First up is Jujubee in like a little Troop Beverly Hills moment. It's beautifully made. I really love it. Like, the cape is so big and beautiful. It's a little bit short in the back. That's probably about it. And then it's all lined with like that camo lining and then the same fabric on the dress. It was just like, it's very stepped up and it's very fashionable. And whereas the judges wanted it to have more oomph, I have to disagree because like, if you add anything more to that look, it's just gonna look too crazy, like too much. It's already like very impactful how it is now. Taking your eye away from how like the simplicity and how beautiful the simplicity is would make it lose its elegance. Miss Cracker, I literally want Miss Cracker's outfit so bad. It's so cute. It's like Ariana Grande silhouette with the like bra panty, lots of peplum moment with Destiny's Child like camo print survivor vibe. I'm a little bit annoyed that the boots aren't in the same print or like a slightly darker fabric because they kind of are just like shiny and like a bit too light. But like overall the look is stunning and I'd literally kill for it. I want it so bad. Blair St. Clair, her look is questionable again. I kind of get that it's both camouflage the adjective as well as camouflage the verb in that she looks like she's camouflaged into something whilst wearing camouflage, whereas like camo or camouflage adjective is like what the runway is. The verb camouflage is like to blend in, and she literally looks like a tree, which is really cool. But I just don't see enough of like the adjective of like the desired print. I don't know. I think it's mostly the pants because the pants are in that brown wood look as opposed to like a camo print. And then the really bright butterflies that really like juxtapose the camo aspect of it. I think it's beautiful. I think it's absolutely 100% gorgeous. Like, the garment is beautiful. But I just think the category was missed again, like a skin runway. I think it's just like 2 degrees off of what they're asking for. I feel bad because that look is it was beautiful. Anyway. Next up is Shakily, and Shakily is just perfection. The blue camo print, what the hell? It's so beautiful. The 60s silhouette is gorgeous with the like latex custom made leggings. And then the 60s style like beehive hair. And then like the headscarf as well. Oh, beautiful. It's just the best thing that's on the runway. Full stop. And she just keeps eating up the runways. I just have to stand it. I stand her so hard. Alexis Mateo is also good. It's really draggy, which is like why I love it, because it's fashionable, but it's like very high drag. I'm not a huge fan of the all white forehead in that it kind of is like reminiscent of all of those, like all the tribal looks that queens do, and then they paint like this much of their forehead like a certain color, and it's just like, yeah, I'm not like, the forehead isn't selling me on it. And I think some of the details of the outfit are lost just because of how white it is. Like, the cape's really white, and then the catsuit underneath it is really white, and then like the fur is really white, and there's not like enough texture between those 3 fabrics to like make them all stand out properly. But it's still like, it's great. I think it's fantastic. I think it's so draggy. I think it's, yeah. I'm like, it's really good, but there's still aspects of it that could be like improved a bit, I guess. Mayhem Miller looks really cute. Like, so cute. This little bodysuit and this like pink camo. Matchy. Mayhem Miller looks really cute, but it's just not couture. It's just not. It's a club look. This is what I would expect someone to be wearing in a club if the club night was camouflage. I think it's a sickening club look. Like, if she got up on stage in that look and started performing like Destiny's Child Survivor or like something, you'd just like, I'd live for it, you'd live for it, we'd all live for it. Like, it's gorgeous, don't get me wrong. Like, but at the end of the day, it's like a leotard bodysuit with some braces and like some cute boots and a harness. It's just not, it doesn't really meet runway standards, I think. Especially on the Drag Race main stage, especially after queens get red for filth on regular seasons for wearing bodysuits. Yeah, I don't think it's up to par. But I think it's cute. I really love it. Again, would want that. It's so cute. And then India Ferrah. India looks stunning in my opinion from the neck down. Like, the outfit is just gorgeous. That kimono with like the black patent leather or patent leather like detailing, and like the wet look leather pants. It's just gorgeous. The outfit is stunning. But her hair and makeup though, I'm a little bit lost on. I think just because her makeup is really big, like it's big on her face, and then her hair has no volume, so it doesn't like balance it out. Also, I kind of see where like the red hair fits in with all like the red brown parts of the camo print, but I would have liked to have seen like a red lip or something to help tie it in more, or like more, it was like reddy brown on the eye, I think, like a little bit of smoke that was reddy brown, but just like a dark, like a nicer red. I think a red lip would have done it, like that would have like really sold me. I don't know, overall it's a pass. I just think it could have been a bit more fine-tuned, like not the concept, but like the execution of some of the pieces could have been a bit better, in my opinion. So, Miss Krakow wins the challenge, which is like very well deserved. She delivered the most this week. She had all the jokes, and she just like was funny in the challenge, which was more than I can say for some other people. Let's be real. On the other end though, India, Ferrah and Mayhem Miller are in the bottom. Which is again also fair. They did objectively the worst. Their scene was the least funny. and it just didn't have the same overall impact that some of the other scenes had. Back in the workroom, Mayhem seems like pretty checked out during the deliberations. Feels like she's given up a bit, and like perhaps she has. India is a fierce person to be like up against in the bottom though, because she really wants to be here, and like she has wanted to be here since day one. Like that's why she won the first challenge. She just came in and had a huge fire under her ass, but now she's been in the bottom like 3 weeks in a row, which is like, I think that's reason for you to go home. But at the same time, she's won a challenge, and Mayhem's been in the bottom twice now and hasn't won a single challenge. So yeah, I don't know. It's just not looking too crash hot for Mayhem in this exact moment. Yeah, she doesn't look very confident in what's gonna happen next. Yeah, then we come back to the main stage, and the lip sync assassin this week is dun dun dun. It's Morgan McMichaels, which is like continuing the legacy of the lip sync assassin brand, I guess. Her lip sync to Tour Parts with Sonique is still one of the best lip syncs to date. That lip sync is so good. The song they have is Where Have You Been by Rihanna, and the girls turn it out. Morgan gets a head start in on the lip sync because she has that like that beautiful cape that she like spins around in and then takes off, and it's just like. Krakow has a better like long run because she has all her tricks and like flips that she turns out, and her going behind the like wall and being like was like, I don't know how I felt about it. It was kind of funny, but I was like, oh, I don't know if that's going to be winning you the lip sync. The best part of the lip sync though has to be when Krakow was doing the coffee grinder on the ground, and then Morgan McMichaels was just like jumping over it. Oh, it was so good. Yeah, and like, to be honest, that probably should have won her the lip sync. Should have won Morgan the lip sync. However, it's a tie. First tie in All Stars 5 for a lip sync win. And Bruce says that there is the potential for 2 queens to be going home tonight based on what lipsticks are pulled. Which is like relatively scary because we don't know how anyone voted really. We've seen a few votes for Mayhem, but this kind of is like, oh well, maybe people voted Mayhem off and then Krakow voted India off. It's so like, yeah, it can go either way. However, both lipsticks are pulled. The group consensus was that Mayhem was going home, and then Ms. Krakow decided to also send Mayhem home. So, very unfortunately, Mayhem Miller is out of the competition this week. How do I feel about that? I don't know how to feel. I think Mayhem was starting her like climb back up last week. Like last week was pretty good for Mayhem, and now she's just gone. But she had a rocky start in that she didn't really deliver on the first challenge. And then the second challenge she kind of was okay, but neither here nor there. And then the third challenge she was good. And then this challenge she really flopped it again. On the other hand, India I think might be Roxy Andrewsing this competition a little bit, which would get annoying soon. I don't know. I guess we'll see how next week goes because next week's Snatch Game. And yeah, I don't know how it's gonna... I don't know what's gonna happen. No one does. But yeah, I'm a bit sad that Mayhem's gone. I would have liked to see her go a bit further, but like, it's just the competition. It's how it goes, unfortunately. And yeah, I think that's where I'll leave it this week. Next week is Snatch Game. Very exciting. It's Snatch Game of Love though, which is like, I'll talk about it when we get there. My thoughts on the Snatch Game of Love format. But yeah, if you want to hear my thoughts on that next week, the best way to do that is for you to go down there and subscribe to my channel. That way you can get updated on whenever I upload a new video. It'll come onto your feed. Very exciting. And yeah, we'll get to talk about more Drag Race. And while you're down there, don't forget to leave a like on the video and also comment your thoughts. Even if it's to tell me I'm pretty in my little like impossible cosplay that I somehow threw together in about 3 seconds out of my closet. Anyway, until next time, I've been Clover Fields. This has been Clover Reviews on my YouTube channel, and I will see you next time. I love you all so much. Ooh.